Let's move on to the one team that keeps putting money in our pockets, the Denver Broncos. I've fallen in love with this group. 3-8, 1-5 on the road. Baltimore Ravens 7-4, 3-2 at home. I decided last week to just stop taking unders for the game. Just take the Broncos team total under. I've not done that here, but I am enjoying this enormously. M&T Bank Stadium. I've not moved on this game yet. Baltimore, Maryland, 47 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 5 miles per hour. Start with the line history in this one. Pretty angry Ravens squad. This total has dropped so fast. The Ravens opened up -7.5, -106. They're now -8.5 and -107. The total opened up at 38.5 at Pinnacle. It's still 38.5. I know that some books that opened it up, last Tuesday. I'm guessing Bet Online will be one of them. Yeah, opened it at 41. But it's Pinnacle opened up 38.5. That's where it is. Let's take a look at the cash flow here on this one. We have 4,309 tickets in. Baltimore Ravens has still been given line value here a little bit, 15%. 23% of the tickets and 34% of the cash is on Denver. So some bigger bets are being placed on them. 77% of tickets on the under. Have the Broncos hit rock bottom? They're coming off their 7th loss in 8 games, 23-10 setback at Carolina. As Russell Wilson hit rock bottom. He was awful. 19 of 35 for 142 yards, touchdown, lost a fumble. Cortland Sutton caught 6 passes for 75 yards. The rest of the team finished with 67 yards receiving. Latavius Murray tried 13 carries for 92 yards. They finished 4-14 on third down, put up 246 total yards. They came into the game having scored a league low 34 points in the third quarter. They did not score a point in the third quarter here. Hackett went ahead and scripted all the plays in the third quarter just to change that. And they were goose egg. They're the worst red zone offense in the league, the third worst third down conversion rate in the league. The defense looked terrible. They couldn't put pressure on Sam Darnold. First start of the season, 0 sacks, 2 quarterback hits. Now, Carolina put up 185 yards on the ground, and that helped everything, right? They held on the ball for 37 minutes, 3 seconds. The Broncos lost Dakota Allen to an injured hamstring. That was his first appearance. He signed with the team's active roster on Tuesday. He was earlier in the year, he was playing special teams for the Browns. So you have Jonas Griffith with an ankle on the IR. If Allen can't come back, Dakota Allen can't come back, Alex Singleton, Josie Jewell, and Justin Sternhead are the Broncos' only available inside linebackers. The Broncos rank 19th in opponent yards per carry, and the Ravens want to run the ball. Ravens come in off a last-second loss to the Jaguars 28-27 in Jacksonville. Game came down to a last-second 67-yard field goal from Justin Tucker. That was just short. Lamar Jackson, 16-32, 254 yards and a touchdown. He also ran 14 for 89, lost a fumble. Josh Oliver caught 4 passes for 76 and a touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 2 catches for 74 yards. Mark Andrews caught 4 for 50. The receiving corps dropped some big passes, and one by Mark Andrews and one by Demarcus Robinson, both in the end zone. Gus Edwards ran for 52 yards on 16 carries, also lost a fumble. Ravens again looked vulnerable late in the game. They continue to be susceptible over the top. They finished with 4 sacks, 6 quarterback hits. They allowed their Jaguars the first win, trailing by 7 or more points in the final minute of regulation in the history of the franchise. Baltimore's offense has a huge advantage in third down conversion rates. They just have advantages in every spot in the field, and they're angry. Take it away for us, Andy. We have the Broncos at the Ravens.
This is the other half of my teaser leg. A lot of places have 8 still. The place that gives me -110 on a teaser has an 8. And yeah, I'm finally avoiding the under here. But yeah, this Broncos offense is fully broken at this point. This Ravens defense is better than what we've seen. I don't understand these second half breakdowns, but this is a spot where they should be able to run the ball a little. It's a tough defense, but it's at home. And we are starting to see a little bit of a breakdown from this defense at times. They're still 10-1 to the under. Like anyone betting the under, I don't blame you. Even a 36 couldn't hold this team. It is wild how low they can set these totals every single week. But yeah, traveling, bad spot for the Broncos here. Bad matchup. This number, I make it 10. I'm happy to tease it. So this is the other half of my teaser. Baltimore -2, along with Giants plus 8.5. And another one where, hey, the total's super low and I'm getting a nice home favorite in a low total game with a good enough defense. And honestly, they a 20-10 win feels like a pretty frequent occurrence here. So looking for a nice win where they're up by 10 late and I'm not sweating that garbage touchdown.
Yeah, I get it. Do you have any interest in backing them first half -4.5 or backing them? What's keeping you off backing them?
Probably just the fact that I already bet them. I hate getting, you say the same thing too. I hate getting the double dip where it's like, man, I have too much money on this game, and if your thesis is wrong or if you catch the outlier game and it's all loaded up on one side, you end up losing twice your money. So I think I usually just try to take my best angle on a game, and for me, it's a teaser leg here.
What is some of the concern that maybe the Ravens just aren't that good?
I kind of hope so. I think they win this game. But man, it was like a perfect storm because I had the Tennessee to get inside the teaser number, but I have Cincinnati to win the division still. So them winning but not covering the teaser number, and then Baltimore somehow bleeping it up against that Jags team. It was a really nice weekend for that. Baltimore's still in the driver's seat with the easier schedule and the divisional record, but man, I worry about this. I worry about this Baltimore team down the stretch. This is going to it'll be a battle for the AFC North.
What about Birdie saying who's been a better first half team than the Ravens? This is an angry Ravens team. Aren't they coming in angry here?
Yeah, I mean, offensively, they're above average. I think, they're 12.2 points in the first half, which is it's good. I think your average is about 11 and a half, so they're above average, but I don't know. I have to go look at their defensive stats. I did kind of take a peek at that. We still have Philly. It's just obscene. And I mean, a lot of that came off a hot start and a lot of scoring, but Philly is still 18.6 per first half, which is a lot. We should look at the defensive stats for that. First half defense, points per game. Baltimore is your number one first half defense, but they're pretty much tied at the top with two or three other teams. Average there, again, it's going to be about the same because teams play each other, but 11 and a half. So they're about 4 points better, which is about 30% better than an average team defensively against a bad offense. Maybe there is something to be said here. I wish they had first half teasers. Just give me 3.5 points. I'd take it. But no, I'm sticking to my original guns here. I don't hate the first half look. Just as one of the better first half defensive teams. If they could put a full game together, it'd be one of the best defensive teams.
I have interest in the Ravens. I don't want to leave. I've been making money every time the Broncos run out onto the field. And I don't want that to stop here. So I want, but the Ravens late in games have been concerning me. But they're angry and they come out strong. I mean, first quarter -2.5, first half -4.5. You're right. I've been putting myself in the double dip zone and losing these double dips, and but I'm very interested in keep making money off of these Broncos, especially them on the road with all the infighting and how bad they've looked, and now you have an angry Ravens team. So I'm very interested in moving on them first quarter, first half, as soon as the show is over, and I'll take some more time to think about it. We have a teaser from Andy. Andy is on the Giants plus 8.5 and the Ravens at -2 at -1.
3 bets already.